I don't, I go that, again, I can't help it. I was sitting out on the deck today in my wheelchair, messing with my scooter. And here comes this guy, an old man. I don't think he's as old as I am. Comes up in a scooter. He's riding a scooter. And I went over to the top of the ramp and I said, "Yes, sir, can I help you?" He said, "Can I come up?" Well, I'm thinking it's somebody around my age that wants to just talk and chat. So he comes up and he asked me how I'm doing and all that. I said, "Well, my scooter's not working. I can't get it charged." And we just talked a couple of minutes. Then he got around, said, "I am really in bad need of $20." I said, "Boy, you're at the wrong place." I said, "I ain't got two nickels to rub together." And and he pretty much cut it short then, but then I thought, well, wait a minute. I have got two nickels to rub together, only it's a quarter and a dollar. It was 5 quarters. What the hell was wrong with me? I give him my 5 quarters, the only cash on hand that I have right now, and I give him the 5 quarters. I think he was wanting to go around the corner down there to the liquor store and get one of them little miniature bottles of rum or something like that. I think, because he lives down there in that trailer park down there at the end of the road. But I give him my 5 quarters. And they've laid here on my desk for I don't know how long. And when I was going out today, I just grabbed them up, stuck them in my pocket, thinking, well, maybe I've got enough charge on my uh, thing and I can find a few more cents and go get me a treat or something. Give him my 5 quarters. And he thanked me and he left. I, Crazy. I couldn't afford to give him the 5 quarters. Gee, I bet you he was wanting to get some spirits, so to speak. I'll bet you. But well, one time I come out of Family Dollar down there on my scooter, and I had got a $5 bill and change. That's when I had about $20. And there was a man sitting on the curb over there right in front of the laundromat with a bag of laundry. He didn't have enough to wash his clothes. I think he was homeless. And I give him my $5. I can't believe I gave my $5 to him. I didn't really need it, but I didn't need to get rid of it either. But he took the money and he went in the laundromat and started doing his laundry. Why is a poor man that ain't got hardly two nickels to rub together is giving away money when, well, start with, I guess, if he's homeless and he can't do his laundry, he's worse off than I am. I expect. You know, this is something else we got a bunch of. Am I on the thing? Let me see here. We got a bunch of these. Got cases of them. I think there's 3 or 4 more cases in there. It's not. It says sparkling ice, black raspberry, and it says zero sugar with vitamins and antioxidants. So it's that good for me. And we got 2 or 3 different flavors. And it's a little bit carbonated. And yep, it's carbonated. This won't run out. I can't get me a drink right now. It's froze. You know, I've been working on my family tree a lot here lately. And a while ago, back in 1965, I started going to this church that my wife went to, her family went to, Briartown Baptist Church. The pastor was S.J. Waters. I liked him a lot, and he smoked. I couldn't believe he smoked, but he did. But he was born in 1935, so he's about 6 years older than me. And his wife was Susie. Susie was a May. Her last maiden name was May, M-A-Y. And Susie was a sister to Betty, to the wife of my sister's, of my wife. She was the wife of let's see, gosh almighty, she was the wife of Walter Shields, which is my wife's uncle, her daddy's brother, his youngest sibling. So they was related actually to the family. I didn't know that till I just discovered it on Ancestry. Yeah, I discovered that about S.J. I didn't know he was hooked up to the family, but he is. I really liked S.J. He smoked though, but I never knew a pastor that smoked. And Susie's dead. Susie died in the late 90s. And I don't know if S.J.'s died or not. He's about, if he's living, he'd be about 88, 89 years old. But he was a pastor when I was saved at church. The thing about this family tree on Ancestry, there's certain things that happens that gets me confused on there. Like, I've got a niece, and it's my sister's oldest child. Her name is Holly. And her father, her biological father was James Childress, a lowlife in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. He got my sister pregnant when she was 14 or 15, something like that. She was born on Christmas Day, and that's why she named her Holly. But so her biological father is James Childress. When my sister got married, she didn't marry a man. But when she got married, it was to a guy named Curtis Coffin. He adopted Holly, so that made her name Coffin. And Then Holly got married to a man named Fred Wright. So she's got James Childress in the background there, biological. Curtis Coffin was her stepfather, or his father. No, her father. He adopted her. And then she got married to Fred Wright. So she's got Childress, Coffin, and Wright in her name. Now, I want my family tree to be as accurate as it can be. So I want to put in there that James Childress was her biological father. Curtis Coffin was her adopted father. And Fred Wright was her husband. But she had a husband in between before she met Fred Wright. And his last name was Hobson. And my sister won't divulge any information about birth dates or any of that stuff in her immediate family. Really pisses me off. She won't do it. Now I can call each one of her kids and I can get the information. But she don't like that. She didn't like the fact that I found our long lost adopted sister a few years back. She did not like that at all. We wanted to have a gathering or get together with her and her family and my family. And my sister, she was pissed off about that. No, they ain't doing that. I can't understand it. And my sister doesn't have any hard feelings towards our mother like me and George does. And Carolyn was one of the three that Mother abandoned. So I don't know. I don't understand that. Maybe I'm lucky. Maybe I would have been better off if I could have felt the same way, but I can't. But yeah, I've been working on the family tree, and it's a lot of things in there that happens. Or you got family member that's never been married and got kids, and the kids is all different daddies and stuff. It's really confusing, and it's hard to get it straight. And it's really easy to make mistakes in that thing. But I'm just off the top of my head. Last time I looked in that family tree of mine, I've got probably got 6,000 or 7,000 people in that tree. But some of them are my wife's family's in that, and my family's in that, and then like if one of my brothers is married, like George's wife's name was Barbara Sears, a bunch of her family's in that tree too, because I put it in there. Her mother, her dad, her brothers, stuff like that. And maybe I shouldn't go that far into it. Maybe I should just keep it on mine and my wife's family members. I don't know. I don't know why I do that, but I like doing it. And my wife's family, the Grants and Shields, goes back. I got one leg of that tree that goes back to 800 and something. 800? That's really close to the time that Jesus Christ lived. 800 and something. My Pearson side, I got it down to around 1600. The Holt side, I've got it around about 1700. My stepdad's side, I don't worry about that. 'Cause for a long time I hated that man. Then I liked him. Then after he had died, my sister and I was talking about something, and I mentioned that Bob, that's what we call him, was more like a father to me than my real dad. And Carolyn blew up. And that's when she told me that Bob was sexually abusing her right around the time, right after she had that baby. And so I went back to the hate mode. I wish I'd have known it while he was still alive. Maybe I shouldn't want to be there. But, my God. Talk about, nah, I just don't. Now, his kids, Bob's kids, don't know that, my half-brothers and my half-sister. I haven't seen them since I found out about that, but I probably wouldn't tell them. But now he had when he run away with my mother and Michael and Joe, my two youngest brothers, he left a kid behind. His name was Wayne. And Wayne got to talking to me. Wayne's dead now. And Wayne got to talking to me a few months before he passed away. And he said he really didn't know anything about his dad, and he said, "You know more about my dad than I do." And he's wanting me to tell him stuff. Well, I told him I might shouldn't have. Wayne was just devastated when he heard it. He said, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Well, all I can tell you is that's what my sister, your stepsister, told me that happened." So I said, I wish now I hadn't even told you. But Wayne died. But Wayne, he's got 2 or 3 pictures on his wall. He makes these custom fishing rods, and that's a big business. And he made one for George Bush, the first George Bush. He made one, and he was presenting them to him in the Oval Office in the White House. And I forget the other 2 presidents he made them for. But he was really into that. But I remember Wayne and I used to play, but back in Norfolk, Virginia, before Mama and his daddy took off. Me and him used to play together. 'Cause his granddaddy owned this big Pure Oil gas station and oil depot, and Wayne was over there a lot, and we played together. I don't remember a lot about it. Matter of fact, he was the one there that day I climbed up in a tree and showing off, and I got up in the tree, and all of a sudden I got scared and I couldn't get down. And the dog was sitting up there, and he said, "Would you go get my mama?" Oh yeah, would you go get my mama? Please. I was up in the tree, and they had to come get people. I don't know if that was a rescue thing or fire department, whatever it was. They come up there and got me. I wasn't such a big shot then. And one of my friends there that's kind of like a girlfriend, Betty Gay, she was there, she had to see that. The daughter was sitting up there crying. Oh, I was 8 or 9 years old. It wasn't very old. I was in Broad Creek Village in Norfolk, Virginia. Would you go get my mama? Oh my God. That was the dumbest thing. It was during persimmon tree. And I was going up there and I was going to get some ripe persimmons. And if you ever bit into a persimmon that's not ripe, boy, it will, it'll turn your mouth inside out. I didn't get no persimmons. Oh my Lord, that was so funny. Would you go get my mama? And Mama come out there, hey, what are you doing up there? She called me Mackie. Get down. Can you get down from there right now? Mama, I can't. Mama, I can't get down. We didn't have a phone, but there's a phone booth about 2 blocks down the street, and she had to go down there to call the, I guess it was the fire department. And it was getting almost dark by the time they got there and was getting me down. And plus, that wasn't bad enough. I got my little butt whipped for doing that. It didn't hurt, but I didn't let them know. I always let them know they're spanking me. I always let them think it's hurting when it's not really. They didn't hit me hard or anything. I got some spankings. Would you go get my mama? Oh my God. Okay. Go get my mama. Oh my Lord. Betty Gay was there. I couldn't stand that daggone. I stayed away from her for about a week. I was just so embarrassed about it. We got back together. And every once in a while she'd look at me and go, would you go get my mama? And laughing. Oh my Lord. I can't get over that. I ain't never been able to get over that. Would you go get my mama? Let me see what. Okay. All right. I'll be chuckling when I'm laying down trying to go to sleep when I'm thinking about that. Oh my gosh. Or how about the time? How about the time? There's a boxcar train sitting on one of the side tracks. They were just sitting there, and there was a long string of boxcars on them, but I didn't think there was no engine hooked up to them. And we climbed up in the boxcar, and that train started moving. And we went a ways out there before it slowed down enough for us to get off. And then we started walking home, and that about wasn't bad enough. We started walking home, and we was going in the wrong direction. We should have went left, we went right. Walking down the track, and we're like, something ain't right. I ain't never been down this far, you know. We was about 5 miles from the house. Oh my gosh. I could have used my mama then. She would have stopped that train, maybe. Oh my gosh. Dauber did some dumb stuff when he was growing up. I mean, really dumb. And getting on that train, that was a dumb fun. It was even dumb even to play on them tracks, but we played on them tracks all the time. Anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I'll see you in the next one. Would you go get my mama? Oh my gosh. Oh, Lord have mercy.